Good morning, Richard. Good morning, everybody.
How you doing, Pete?
I'm good. I'm good. It's Tuesday today.
Yeah.
We wasn't working yesterday.
No, we had something special today. I'll talk to you guys about that maybe in this video, maybe in a future one. Yeah. So, what are we doing today, Pete?
Carry on fixing timbers to the brackets. So, plenty of works ahead us,
Yeah.
but it's getting there. Would you like to show to the viewers what we did so far?
We had a bonus day on Friday. There was a load of rain forecast, so rather than continuing along here and getting all the timbers bolted up, we decided to essentially just build a small tiny section of the roof, just to pop one of the roof sheets on, just to see if the roof sheet fits, and it does. So that's a proper Brucey bonus. We are going to change out our eaves connection detail here. We were just popping that on there just to kind of give us a rough idea, but essentially we've got like a 25-degree angle cut on a bit of 62 here, and then where we're taking its sister piece and we'll be putting it, flipping it over and putting it that way, and we'll stick ladders in between those two pieces, and that will form our eaves detail. And then obviously we can just put the soffit board underneath there. Very happy to see that this idea of mine actually works. We both feel very safe walking up and down it, don't we, Pete?
Yes.
Yes. So there we go. This is crying out for time lapse. So cue the music and enjoy us working ever so hard. La 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 la.
Again, you're here.
I just want to be near you, Pete. You know that.
I know that. I know.
I just want everyone at home. I need you to understand. He's not just a colleague. He's not just a friend. He is simply Pete. Idiot. Is it time for beer, my dear? Yes, it is time for beer. Do not fear.
You're going to be alright putting this south. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're capable.
It's not too complicated. I am strong enough to cope. Hi, Pete.
Good morning, Richard. Good morning, everybody. Hello.
Are you going to be a mime today, Pete?
I will. The Pokemon Mr. Mime. It's quite damp today in the morning, as you can see, everybody. It's really foggy and misty, so lots of moisture in here. Yeah, we're waiting for the sun to dissipate the fog.
Yeah. More roof stuff today, isn't it?
Yes, the other part of that.
We're actually kind of starting to, well, we've made our design choices for the rear roof, the very small kind of, what's that, must be about an 80-degree pitch, maybe 75 degrees, something like that.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. We decided yesterday how we were going to build it. So Pete has made 3 little jigs that are going to go on. We're going to run a line through them this morning and see if that's going to work.
Yeah,
And,
something. Then I'm going to have to make at least 8 of them in total, the jigs.
Yeah, and we can get them fixed on. We've got some brackets we can fix on, but really we do need like the sun to get rid of the moisture on the top of that plastic, because it's a little bit slippy. It's all right on the top couple of meters, but as soon as it starts to go down, it's just not fun, is it? No. So, but as always,
we have things to do. So
oh, we've always got something to do. At the very, very least, we could have a hug.
of course,
Yeah.
2 hugs. In case.
Ooh. One hug for keeping warm, the other one for love.
Sure, why not? Testing. Oh, I see it.
Yeah,
Move.
that's it. Okay.
Today's program, Richard gonna argue with local snails, they going too fast. And me gonna stare up the sky and picking my boogers.
Just let him finish. Hey everybody. These are the joining plates. We decided against cutting the timbers. Let me move. It's still a bit slippery up here, so I'm going to move very slowly and purposefully, rather than taking this, which is a 6-meter length, and cutting it to this point here. We've taken the join just beyond here, and now we need to install these joining plates on both sides of them. And we have 3 sets of joining plates, and we have 18 joins in total. So that's it. I'm going to keep on doing what we're doing very carefully, still quite slippy. Come on, sunshine, we need it. It's about there. Here we go. That is our join. Strong, confident Petey. Thank you. Oh, look, he's even put a screw on there for me. Start the days we mean to go on. We're going to be helpful to each other today, are we?
So decide, war or helpful and polite?
Should we go for helpful?
Okay then,
Okay.
do the helpful one.
Hey,
Polite?
Pete. Yeah.
Polite as well?
Okay, let's see if we can last the morning.
I'm gonna go downstairs and grab another holster. Some decent one.
Hey, mate. You're doing a good job.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, what a lovely knot. That one will go there, happily. It should be the same everywhere, hopefully. Let's have a little look. Yeah, it's good. All right, so we need 7 more of these, Petey. We also need 7 more of these. These are repeatable cuts. Here he is. Oh, controversial. Good morning, Pete.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Richard.
How you doing?
Oh, good. Sun is shining. A little bit nippy today morning, but getting there.
Yeah, yeah.
So today it's another day of
The roof.
the roofing. So basically,
Yeah.
we had some timbers, structural timbers, to the dormer yesterday. Took us quite a long time.
It did. It did.
But looks good. So today it's well, maybe Richard gonna explain it exactly in English words. More of this. Some details required for us to do on the dormer roofs, like extended, basically, which we call them, those timbers we attach with the brackets.
Oh, the counterbattens. Oh, I guess they're rafters.
Rafters,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they are suspended rafters, I guess. Yeah.
So yeah, today definitely the details of those above the dormer windows, we need to take care of it. So that's gonna give us idea of the curvature beside it. So then we can sandwich some laminating timber to attach the side panels.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one because you're working just from heads. You don't have any plans, drawings for it. So
It's a curved roof.
yeah.
Everything is on an additional kind of like extra dimension of doom.
And we need to remove that one sheet we just tried, kind of put it dry on. so we
Yeah.
can still fix the last remaining ladder of the, what you call them? The underneath?
The soffits,
Yeah, eave detail?
the eaves details.
Eave
Yeah,
details.
yeah.
That's the one
Yeah.
missing as well from us.
Yeah,
In general, getting ready for isolation, but until we don't get all the details of timber structure, we would not do it because we want to be sure that we're gonna have one day of isolation covered with the well, what's it called?
Breathable membrane.
Breathable membrane.
yeah,
So it's gonna be secure just in case of any
rain.
unwanted rain.
Yeah, it is. Pete has nailed it exactly. It's all about getting absolutely every single bit ready. So the insulation just is a very, very quick and easy thing, because the last thing we want is to fill that insulation up with water, right?
Yep,
Because
Wood
it would take a
fibre, it's
long
actually-
time to dry underneath everything. and
There
stuff.
was a couple of as I opened, couple of boxes, or not boxes, packages
Yeah.
with the isolation. The water get to them, and you can actually
Yeah.
like a sponge.
Yeah.
So they're drying up the.
Yeah.
So
That's it, pal. Okay, that was a good explanation, Pete. Your English is excellent.
thank you.
and take a look up, everybody. There is not a cloud in the sky. So, tea has been taken. It is time to do some work. Come on. Okay, you guys. Thought I'd show you up here. So we're nearly there. You can see we've got the metal joining plates. Joined all the rafters together. And now we're installing this one along here, and then that will allow us to put the counter battens down through and end the roof here. So we actually do have like the final batten where the roof sheets themselves will be screwed into. This is a mock-up here. You can see we've put the battens, spaced them at 400 centres all the way through. And yeah, so annoying as it is, we do actually have to take all of this off now in a minute and take all of these off again so we can actually get the insulation in underneath. Dee-dee-dee-dee.
Fiu tempo pesco, fiu tempo pesco. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So there we are. There we have it. One bolt that goes through. The other one sits on top of the bracket here, like that. So they're bolted together, and I've popped a few screws through. So they're joined. The counter battens will come down here. Pete is cutting a piece of timber that goes in here. So we're going to maintain the same curvature along here. And there we are.
Testing? No, I don't see it. I don't know if it's work or not.
Testing, testing.
Where is it?
We are ridiculously handsome men that are here to. we're here to do some building or something. I don't know. Two ridiculously good-looking chaps. We're here to drink beer and kiss girls. Yeah.
And that's what you're gonna think about, basically.
Yeah.
That's what we're capable of, actually, only.
It's fair to say, Pete, isn't it, that the last couple of days have been a challenge. We've had to cut and put some rigid foam insulation on the roofs of the dormers, which we have done. It's just the complications of a curved roof. There have been moments where we have figured, oh, this is the right way to do it, and then we've looked at something, haven't we, and gone, oh, there's maybe a much easier way of doing it. So we've kind of pivoted to doing it, or to start doing it, and then realised that actually the first way of doing it was the correct way of doing it all along. Yeah, it's been like a roller coaster, hasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Four dormers.
Yeah, we are there, aren't we? We are ready to put the final bits of timber on either side. So what we're having to do is put lots of battens on top of each other, and then a lamination effect. And that's going to essentially form a curb, so we can then have I guess we're going to call it it's not a valley, but like soakers. We're going to have soakers. We're going to have a chap called Christoph come, and he is going to form the soakers for us, and he's going to weld them. So they're all going to be all one continuous thing, which is it is brilliant, isn't it? Because frankly, we were, neither of us can weld zinc. So yeah, very, very happy that we found him, aren't we? So yeah, so I think theoretically by the middle of next week, all of the roof sheets should be on. But we have been saying that for a couple of weeks now, haven't we?
Yeah, we did. Well, there was rainy days. We did some excavation here, excavation there. So
yeah, we had to go to Caen to pick up a carte de séjour. So yeah. But soon. We're just going to keep on saying soon until it's done. Yeah. Right. Okay. Tea has been imbibed. There is no excuse. Let's get on and do some work. Here's our dormer. This is called the cheek of the dormer. Now, what we need to do is put some timbers down through here and stack them up, and that will allow us to put our soakers or our flashing up to form an upstand. So any water that potentially would get past the edge of the roof sheet would hit that and run all the way off and down onto the ground. So what we are going to do this morning is we're going to get timbers that run from here all the way up. As long as they go, you can see how far that one goes. So we're going to put two side by side. The right hand side is going to pick up the battens that are going to be running at 400mm centers, and this left hand one we're just going to put additional layers on top of it to help form that upstand. So when Christoph comes, he has something that he can actually put the metal against, and I think he was talking about having 15 centimeters high, which is about 6 inches. So I imagine what he will be doing is fixing through the very top of that into what we've provided, and leaving a decent 4-inch or 100mm kind of zone where water can just hit and run off down through there. There we go. All we need to do is do that on either side of all of the rest of them. Isn't that right, Pete?
that's correct.
Okay, let's get on with it. It's another glorious, glorious morning. However, it's been just a tiny bit frosty overnight, which is delaying us. There is a little bit of ice on the roof. Today is the day that we are starting in earnest, the actual fitting of all the insulation, finally. Yeah, so we are scratching about. We are doing what we can whilst we wait for the sun to work its magic on the ice. So hopefully half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, it won't be icy, it'll just be wet. So it'll be less slippery. Yeah, so we're gonna cut some insulation, some bits downstairs and in the first floor, and yeah, hope that we've got them pretty much spot on. So yeah, let's get on and do something. Right, what is it, 6:60 and 6:30? Let's see how we go with a brand new saw. Mighty Petey.
I'm sorry, Charlie. Carol, forgive me.
Agent Carol's not happy.
Send them to the
You
mine.
need to liquidate me, as the protocol says.
Right, okay. So, have I done that right? Yeah. Bigger at the top, smaller at the bottom. The cutout is there. I'm going to take it up and see. This is the square cut here, yeah? That's going to poke out at the top.
Okay.
It is time to go and have a beer. As Jason slowly disappears down. He's going down the escalator, everybody, here he goes. Easy come, easy go, little high, a little low, anywhere the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. I'm little boy from
family.